Yes, sir. Welcome to the Rashawn Freckler Show. What's good, y'all? Just woke up. So, I don't know how this is going to go today. Ain't going to hold you up to sleep. Half sleep. Back with the guys, though. We'll start in the Ville. Josh Bray, what's good, man? What's happening?
Man, sitting here watching the draft, seeing kind of what's going to be, how the teams are starting to shape up, and living life, man. Doing good.
That's what's up. Good to hear. Big Keith, man. Martha Stewart over there. What's good, man? What's cracking?
Oh my God.
We just watched this guy cook an entire meal. How long did that take?
From scratch.
At least from scratch. 25 minutes. Watched this, like it felt like we was on watching Martha Stewart do a
Master
thing.
Chef.
But yeah.
Stay tuned. We got White Lady Casseroles, a series where I find different casseroles online and dignify them.
Can you tell the people what a white
to it?
What's a white woman casserole? Tell the people, please.
It seems like, white people tend to eat more whole foods, more nutrient-dense foods, and put them together and make questionable creations at times. And some of them be looking like, if I throw a little more seasoning on that, it look like it may be palatable.
If you took it to the cookout, would they eat it?
And that's the bad thing about our culture. What do we take to cookouts? What we eat at cookouts isn't relatively healthy.
Right. We don't take that.
Right. Niggas eat ribs, macaroni and cheese, sweet potatoes. I mean,
Good. Yeah.
Collard greens.
Yeah. I mean, collard
Cornbread.
greens are smooth, but you can't live long eating that all the time.
Okay, and our health tip for today. Appreciate you, Keith.
No problem. Sorry for the long welcome.
No, it's all
you
good,
good,
man. And then to Brazil, south of the equator.
There we go.
Yeah, what's good, man? What's happening?
Man, chilling, working, and watching the World Cup. Able to catch some of those games.
Yeah.
USA 2-0. Look at that.
Yeah. I haven't been able to catch it because they just been on Fox, and I don't have Fox. I would love to watch it, and I would have it on, but it's like I'm not paying for that. Like, if y'all
Nah,
want us to
they
watch,
get the games on YouTube.
YouTube TV.
Oh,
Yeah, you can watch them on YouTube for free.
say word.
Word. We're watching them on YouTube.
I
Put on
didn't know
YouTube,
that. I
stream
did
it
not
over
know
TV.
that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, African squads is hooping. Well, I just watched the Ghana-England game. That was not a good one.
Who won that one?
Ended 0-0.
Okay.
It was dry. And some of the other games have been good, though.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna check them out then, because I kind of with the World Cup, but I just didn't know where to watch that. So cool. Well, got a lot to talk about today. The NBA draft is going on in the background while we kicking it, while we talking right now. And we'll get to that. But we want to start kind of out the box. Where is this? We're gonna clear out for Big Key here. It's what you wanted, right? You want us to clear out for you. So Keith hit the group chat. Wanted to talk about how Hov, Jay-Z struck a deal with Target for the Reasonable Doubt exclusive 30th anniversary vinyl. I think a lot of people had a lot of issues with this because of the boycott of Target by African Americans for how they reacted to a lot of things in the past, 6 to 12 months. Am I online, Keith? Is that why you wanted to speak to this, or what?
Yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about. But I can also see how there's two angles too. Just what you alluded on was about Target kind of rescinding their DEI practices, and someone could say that this is their attempt to reestablish them. I can see that angle. The person they chose to run this new campaign seemed to be like the poster child for reestablishing good faith with racial tensions with large corporations.
Right. So that's the thing.
Yes.
This is not his first time.
Right. And I've always been the type of person to call it how I see it, and I'm just calling it how I see it. Another example of this is Shaq. Shaq has done this in the past as well with Papa John's. There's been some racial stuff that happened with Papa John's, and they called in Shaq, hey, famous black guy, please come make everything right. Let me throw a bag your way.
Mm-hmm.
And from a capitalist perspective, I understand, like, hey, if the check clears, it is what it is. But to what point are you out of touch with your own people? But you claim that you are in touch. Like, you went from the root in Jay-Z's like case, you went from performing this whack ass freestyle at the Roots Festival to doing this, and it just like the math ain't math, it ain't adding up. It was adding up in his pocket, but it's just like the logic isn't there.
Any other takes?
I mean, this has kind of been who he is and has been for the past decade, too. I mean, he did it with the NFL.
Forever.
I mean, maybe ever. You know, I was being generous and saying, giving him 10 to 20 years, but you're right. It could be what, you know, who he has always been. He did it with the NFL, with the Kaepernick situation. You would hope that a black billionaire would be able to take a stance and say, hey, you know, I'm not taking the money from you guys. You know, Target is not the only person that he could have done this exclusive rights deal with. He could have gone another direction, but he almost never opts to do that. So it's pretty much this is who he is. You know what I'm saying? He's I mean, I get it. I'm not particularly shocked because, you know, he is a billionaire, and usually people that get to that level of wealth, you know, there's
That's
some
on a lot of
more,
people to get there. Yes.
there's some dubious, you know, moral undertakings that you have to be in line with, and he doesn't seem to have any quarrels with those. So he's doing what he always does.
It's not like he's not had a clothing brand before that he's like established and kind of like distributed on his own. Like, he really didn't partner with a major retailer. So that also looks even more worse or bad, because it's like you've had an apparel line, you've like sold to the masses, you sold apparel to the masses before. You have had a shoe line, you've sold Rockaware, pants, shirts. So yeah.
Crack. I mean, like, let's. I mean, no. I mean, let's be real. This is no.
You're
Let's.
lying.
Allegedly, right?
No, I mean, sure. I mean, he's rapped
I
about
mean,
it. I'm not.
he's rapping about it. It's not like people have said,
Yeah,
"Hey, he's a drug dealer." He's the one saying that
right.
he was a drug
But
dealer.
rapping about a lot of shit. Drake be rapping about shooting.
He is what he says he is, more so than any of these newer guys, I believe.
Okay.
So he's a shrewd businessman. He don't really care how the money comes, and that's what his career has shown.
Mhm.
He'll take the money however it comes, and to get to $1 billion, typically that's how you have to do it.
Sure.
You know, I don't really mind this. I think that what he saw was an opportunity, and if anybody's gonna reingratiate the black community with a brand like the NFL, like Target, it's gonna be Jay-Z, because we hold him at this high of a standard or whatever. You know, he's the
And I wonder,
greatest rapper ever touched. Huh?
like between the like our age group and up, yeah, I wonder how the younger, you know, like under 28 and below, how
How they
they
felt
feel
about
about
him?
Jay. Yeah, I don't know
No.
if it's the same way. You know, if it's the same way that we because, you know, we grew up on Jay-Z, so they
Sure.
did not. So it's a different.
And on
It's a
top
whole
of that,
different vibe.
to your point a little bit, is like the people that are our age, you know, with the whole DEI and everything, and him coming in and him having this deal. I feel like we still not going to mess with Target for real. We'll never see the numbers, like how this helped bring back the community to Target, if you want to call it that. But you know, I feel like when we stand on 10 toes, like, we ain't gonna mess with you because of this is what you did. We don't care who you bring in. We still ain't gonna mess with you. That's I want to believe that's the overall. You know, I mean, you'll still have people that go there. You had people going there even when they did the whole they dealt with the DEI and they got rid of it. You still had a lot of people that were still going to Target and shopping and stuff, because at the end of the day, people like the products or the atmosphere or whatever they brought to the store. So, and
Yeah.
we'll never know the entire deal. We only know what was announced to the public. There could be some stuff like some underlying stuff that we have no idea what's going on. Yeah, that's the reason why he did it. You know.
No,
No,
I
go
was
ahead.
trying to like bring to the forefront the fact that they like major corporations bring in this guy to like as the cleanup crew for racial tensions or racial issues.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
And
it's
he's
just
always glad to do it.
right. And my view hasn't changed to Jay-Z as far as the rapper and where he stands in hip hop. It's just
Yeah. I mean, from a business standpoint, I would have done the same thing if I was him. I mean, Target is flailing in the black community. I want a favorable deal with them or from a retailer. They're more apt to give it to me because they're feeling this racial tension. Let's do a deal. If I don't care what's going on, or I can bridge those gaps between, it makes all the sense for Target. It makes all the sense for Jay-Z. It just depends on how you look at it personally. I don't care. I think it's whatever.
Yeah.
So,
he's also not affected by this by any means. When they got rid of like the DEI and stuff, he wasn't affected at all. He probably
That's a
didn't even really
billionaire,
like hear a whole lot about it. He was probably like, oh well. Like that was probably like his attitude towards it.
sure.
I'm sure his team brought it to him, and you know what I mean. He made an informed decision. I don't believe he went in there, so it was like kind of like, oh, they did this. I had no idea. I'm sure his team briefed him, and then he waited and made a decision. I'm like with Keith, like Jay the rapper, where he's etched in all time rapper lord. This doesn't. I separate the two, the musician and the person
In the business, yeah.
Yeah. So Jay the musician, I mean, you can't really do nothing to knock him off where he's at. But Jay the person, he's just becoming more and more like disappointing as a human being.
Well, yeah. I mean, everybody has an opinion about it. I'm glad you brought this up, Keith, for us to talk about it because we don't typically talk about stuff like this. Love Hove, though. I mean, always, just because of what he stands for. A lot of motivation. He's been a motivating factor for, I think, a lot of young black men, regardless of what he does in a business sense. All the game he's given us throughout his albums in terms of, can't knock the hustle, all that stuff. I mean, I ain't got to go through it. Very inspirational, but I kind of agree with his moral compass getting I mean, it's always been like that. He's so crack, like you know what I'm saying? Like
That is a
your
morally
moral
dubious.
your moral compass has to be a little
shiesty.
different. There's not a lot of avenues for young black men to get out of situations. I get that. But in order to, say, hey, I'm going to sell crack to my community in order to get out of here, I mean, your moral compass has to be a certain way anyway. And I'm not going to hustle at all. I'm just stating facts.
Because there's a lot of people that was in that type of that realm that had to do those type of things. Like you said, if we're going with selling crack or whatever they may have been selling or doing, a lot of people did things just to get $1, just to get $1, just to get by. And now you see him at the highest level. I'm still doing what I have to do to get the money. Not saying it's right, but he's like, I'm gonna go grab my paper. That's the atmosphere that he was raised in. Go get money.
Mm-hmm. Any means necessary. He's looking at it from hey, I've got to take what I can as a black man to keep where I'm at, to keep this level that I'm at, which, I mean, it's not a bad, when you think of it that way. And like you said, Bray, how he's been conditioned because he's had to get out the mud. This makes perfect sense. So
a lot of people that are black, unfortunately, I think would have taken this deal.
I don't even think it really depends on race, depending on the number they're throwing. But
yeah,
I would have, I guess, more lenience towards you if you were in a position where this would could really alter your trajectory. Like he's already a billionaire. He's we're already there, bro.
He didn't need the money, basically.
You don't need to take this deal. Yeah, that's how I look at it with him. Like if you're talking about a Meek Mill or somebody like that, like that would be like, okay, I get it. Like, okay, you kind of turned your back on your people, but you were down and they took advantage of you in the situation. Like you're already up $1 billion. Your wife is up $1 billion. Like you don't need to do this. Like,
and you already have alliances with large corporation. If you wanted to do a deal like this, you could have went to Walmart.
Somebody else, yeah. That's true.
Well, I mean, yeah, but he, as a businessman, they are struggling with African Americans. He probably got a great deal for this. I mean, it's just
I don't doubt it. Yeah, I don't doubt it. Yeah, I don't doubt it at all.
And honestly, it's just a distribution deal for a reasonable doubt that's 30 years old. I mean, people are going to buy it, but it's like this is not like a groundbreaking thing. It's just the fact that he aligned himself with Target that makes us kind of pause and think about it. But also, it could just be a marketing employee. I mean, there's a lot of things that go into it. It's a layered thing. It's not necessarily like straightforward, really. But yeah, that's cool. But let's move on. I think we kind of said all we need to say about this one for sure. All right, big news of the day. The Greek Freak finally traded. I don't even know the deal. Anybody got that pulled up? Exactly who went back.
Was it 3 first-round picks? The
Jaime
Ware kid,
Jaquez,
Ware kid, Tyler Hero. Yeah. Those were
and then
that's the meat of the deal.
also the Illinois kid, Jack Onis or something like that, who's pretty decent. I mean, they gave up their whole team pretty much, and their future.
And the future, yeah.
Yes, for sure. To land who y'all think, and I think he's a top 5 player. I'm not sure if he's a top 3 player right now, but yeah. React.
Yeah.
And also, let me preface this. Norman Powell isn't going to be on this team. He is a free agent, and in order to stay with the Heat, he's got to take a huge pay cut, and he's not going to do it. So they don't even expect him back. So he will not be part of this team. So, they've got to make some moves in order to get some shooting around these guys. But what are you guys' first reaction to this? We'll start with Bray.
Yikes. That's the word that came to my mind when I saw it on Instagram this morning. Yikes. Don't love it. Now, I don't love it I mean by that is the way that the team is constructed as of now.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, Greek's at probably more towards the end of his career.
I would say his prime, not necessarily his career.
He's at the peak of his prime. You're not going to get any better than what you are.
Sure.
So you may have this peak for the next 2 or 3 years, and then you're like on the decline. But anyways, he's going to need a lot of help. Okay, like you just said, he needs some shooting around him. He needs a point guard. Davion Mitchell has not really impressed me a whole lot. And I mean, you have an undersized center with Bam. I'm not a big Bam fan. He's not a terrible player. I don't think he can be your number 2 to win a championship. And I'm not saying that Greek is chasing championships, but he definitely wants to win another. And Bam is not the guy to do it with. So I don't know what they do or what they bring in, or they have a really balanced team. If they can get a balanced team where they can get a lot of help, like New York, they had one superstar and a whole bunch of great players around them. So if you could do something like that, maybe, but as constructed, you're not getting out of the second round.
Before the rest of y'all go, I know that y'all are down on how Bam fits as a second piece. I'll say that the front line of Bam, Giannis, and Andrew Wiggins is one of the best defensive front courts I've seen. I think that those guys are all switchable, plus way past plus defenders. So, okay, we have an issue with scoring. We've got to figure that out with the other 2 positions on the court. How do we do that? But I think at those 3, Andrew Wiggins, Freak, and Bam, that's a pretty good start. Go ahead, M or Keith, whoever wants to go.
I'll let you go, M.
Okay, I'll go ahead and take it. I do agree with Bray about the Bam situation. I don't believe he's ideally your number 2. There's going to be some scoring issues here with this squad. They will be able to defend. Wiggins is a great wing defender, and he can space it, shoot the 3 ball. Greek is going to get you points just because, freakish athleticism, 7 feet, can put it on the floor, push the tempo. That backcourt, like you said, Norman Powell, I would like it, but there's no way he's going to still be around. I'm not a big Mitchell guy either.
But he's a good defender too. Yes. But at some point you got to put the ball in the basket. But go ahead.
You got to get buckets at some point. And then Wiggins might not even be there either. What if he opts out and leaves?
Possible.
So if he opts out and leaves, this thing is, like you said, not getting out the second round. And then you sacrificed your whole future on top of that with the unprotected first round picks and the pick swap that are going to Milwaukee along with this. How are you going to build out your bench? Like you're already in the first apron. If Bam was a legit star, quasi superstar, I would kind of be more on board with this one. But the way it's constructed, I think this is like a a second round exit type of crew that they just assembled. I don't know how they're going to fill out the rest of their roster and get any kind of depth. I don't think the stars are good enough to carry a team with no depth. I don't think Bam is that good, and I do think Greek is on he's on the downside of his prime. Like his best days are behind him, but he's still good. He's still a top 5 player, but we've already seen the best of Greek. It's downhill going forward, and how fast that happens, we'll see.
So
But for Milwaukee, I do like it though. They got a bunch of picks,
bunch of players.
some young players that they can flip around for more picks if they want to do that. That they have some flexibility. I like it for Milwaukee. I don't understand why Greek would want to go here for basketball reasons, but no state income tax.
It's
You're on
Miami.
the beach. If you tell me, I'm not championships aren't my number one focus. I don't want to be in Milwaukee anymore, and I will be comfortable in these 3 situations. I mean, I get it. Like you're not going to win a championship there, but your quality of life is just gone up tremendously.
Y'all saying that there's no way they win a championship
with
here.
this team constructed.
With these guys
Okay.
that are on this picture, no.
Let me go really
Go
quick.
ahead, Keith. Go ahead.
So,
go ahead, Keith.
all right. First thing I have that's noteworthy. This is a new NBA that we're looking at as far as how people construct their rosters and just go about things. And the Knicks low key set the example for the new NBA and how to win. People are going to have to start taking less in order to come together to win. That's going to be the new thing going forward because this second apron is going to kick people's asses. People are not going to be willing to spend that bread. I agree with you guys as far as defensively, like your 1, 3, 4, and 5 can defend their asses off. The roster doesn't look great right now as constructed, but Pat Riley has been in this position at least twice. He has traded for big names and not immediately, but usually in the second year, has brought pieces in that fits with the new team and has won this. He's done it with Shaq. He's done it with LeBron.
Yeah. I mean, if you got to bank on somebody, you're going to bank on Mickey Harrison, Pat Riley, and Eric Spoelstra. I think that they'll figure it out. I actually really like the pairing of freaking Bam. I do think they have a chance as that duo with added pieces to win a championship. I think that y'all are off here because of the defending capabilities. Really, Greek's going to play the one. The versatility. Greek's going to play the one. I think they do keep Andrew Wiggins. I think they've already had those conversations and have figured that out, how much they need to pay him to keep him around. I think that they'll be fine. Like you said, Keith, it might not be year 1, but year 2, year 3, and they got a real shot to win the whole damn thing.
But how old is Greek going to be in year 3? 30?
I think he's 33.
He'll be 33 in year 3?
No. In year 3, he'll be 33 going on 34 in year 3. I think he's 31 right now, going on 32. So
he's a year younger than Shaq when Shaq got traded.
Yeah. Oh. And Bam has already been a number 2 that has gotten a team to the finals twice. Right? Once.
They got there twice.
Twice. It was him at the second best. At the second best yeah, he got there twice. They got there twice. So I don't understand this. I don't.
Did they get annihilated both times or just the Lakers?
I don't give a but they got there. He ain't have Freak. He ain't have Freak as the one. What I'm saying is that as the number 2, Bam Adebayo has gotten to the finals twice as the second fiddle. That's what I'm saying. So I ain't saying nothing else.
They got thrashed. Okay.
Yes, but it was Jimmy. It wasn't Freak. It wasn't Freak. Those are 2 different guys, dog. Those are 2 different guys.
We've also seen, if you remember when Freak played the Heat, they stopped him. They built a wall on him. He struggled that entire series. When it comes to the playoffs, the game obviously comes a lot slower. He does not play that well when the game's slower. He likes to get downhill. He scores a lot of buckets in the paint, a lot of putbacks, easy dunks, a lot of fast breaks. He does not play well when a team puts a defensive line against him. They've learned how to play him. Now, in the season, he's going to have his numbers. He's always going to have his numbers. He's going to have some freakish games. But I remember that series, and I was just like, how are they stopping this so well? They built a wall, and if he can't get to the cup, it's over.
They got to find closer. They got to find somebody to close games. That's a big part of this. I don't know who that's going to be. Maybe it's Ja Morant. Maybe Ja is the next part of this. We'll see. But that doesn't necessarily solve your shooting woes at all.
Yeah,
but it does help you with the guy who can close and have the ball in his hand at the end of the game. So we'll see. We'll see how it works.
Ja Morant,
I'm very
Miami.
Golly. Everybody hide everything.
Strip clubs, weapons.
Yes,
Don't think
weapons.
bad.
A lot of weapons.
Women.
And I don't think
Okay,
I think Ja Morant is overrated too. So I don't think that makes them a championship contender if they add Ja either.
They're a lot better. I will say that. If they somehow pulled off Ja and was able to keep Wiggs as well, and then you had those two freaks in the middle, they definitely have a lot better chance. But right now, I'm not in love with it.
Could you win with three guys that can't shoot?
It depends what the other two are doing.
Well, they're going to try to take it back to the 90s, and the game's going to be like 85, 88. That's going to be like, and they might be able to do that and win a title. What?
The shooting is too good in the league. So many teams can shoot. You may try to take it back to the 80s and 90s. It ain't going to work. People's pulling up be at 7'5", pulling up from 35.
That's true.
You got to be able to score.
The strap and switch. Yeah, I mean,
look at the Spurs. The Spurs just got their ass handed to them, and they're supposed to be the best defensive team in the league.
And they're also a top 10 offensive team, which I cannot see.
They got ran through 4-1.
Yeah,
sure. It's an anomaly to a certain.
It was. I agree with that one. It was crazy how it happened.
Yeah, that one was nuts.
So this kind of looks like what the Bucks was. They might make some more. Damn, y'all laughed at them.
Yeah.
Damn.
Bad.
Lottery.
They suck. But that's the point, though. You're trying to rebuild, so you want to be bad to get these picks.
That's true. They are the Washington Wizards 2 years ago.
Damn, I don't think they're that bad. Am I tripping? Maybe. I mean, they got
Kyle Kuzma,
Kyle Kuzma is your second best player?
Is he your second? He might be your best with this squad.
No, he's not. He's not better than Tyler.
It's Tyler.
He's not better than Jaime Jaquez either. And I don't think he's better than Khalil Ware. So no, he's not even the top.
None of these guys are that good. None of them are that good.
Damn. I don't know. But I think they're not done making moves though. I could see them trying to flip Khalil Ware or Miles Turner. They still got Miles Turner to flip to.
I heard they want to keep Ware though, which would make some sense because he's only
I would
want
to keep Ware. He can shoot. He can shoot.
Yeah, I would get rid of Miles Turner too. I
would keep Ware and get rid of Miles Turner.
How old is Miles Turner? I mean,
he's going to be 30 when the season starts.
Somebody gonna want him.
Yeah, a team that's contending now will trade for Miles Turner. He's on a reasonable.
Like the Lakers want him.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
Answer way too quick. You knew way too much. You about to turn 30. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Niggas knew his age.
He's 30. But he'll be 30 in the season.
It's not projected to start for the Milwaukee Bucks. You knew his age.
He turned 30 in March. So yeah.
I mean, if I'm completely rebuilding, I'm going to take the 22-year-old kid. I mean, he's raw and inconsistent, but like you said, he can shoot. He can put on the floor a little bit. He can catch lobs. He's a shot blocker. You hope he puts it together. So I would keep the young kid that's 22 and hope he turns into something. Trade Miles Turner. The rest of these guys can all go. Like the rest of the five, all y'all could get up out of here.
It sounds like they're keeping Tyler Hero
franchise because he's from the area.
Yeah, he's from Milwaukee, so he's gonna be their
hometown hero.
golden boy. Yeah,
but Detroit might give you something though. Detroit might be willing to give you something decent. They need somebody that can score. That might be depends on what they offer.
I've heard Norman Powell for them, but
for Detroit, I heard that too.
So okay, they're in the rebuilding realm now anyway.
They are.
But I like some of the pieces they have.
That's what you want. You want to be bad, yeah. Right there.
All right. Another trade. Minnesota sent Julius Randle in the 28th pick to the Brooklyn Nets in a 3-team deal. They sent Nick Claxton to my Bulls. The Timberwolves got the number 33 pick. So this is just a cost savings move to get Julius Randle out of Minnesota. React.
How do you feel as a Chicago fan?
I'm not a huge fan of Nick Claxton, so I don't care.
Damn.
I mean,
I want
He's only been on Brooklyn, really, I think. I think this is...
No, I said Julius Randle.
Jew.
He's like, this was his 5th or 6th team.
He's been a disappointment.
Yeah.
Disappointment. I mean, even when he got traded to the Wolves for Cat, it was kind of shocking that the Wolves even gave that up. You gave up.
Moving silly.
So I agree with Sean. I'm not a big Nick fan. I mean, 7-footer, you can block some shots, you can put the ball back in the rim, but that's about it. Randle seems almost like not motivated. I don't know. I don't know if it's he's married with kids and he's just like, I made my money. He's like, I'm cool. I don't really care what happens. I don't know. Just when I watch him play last season, he just seemed unmotivated, like unfazed. But that's kind of like my 2 cents on it.
Yeah, so I think the biggest thing here is the Minnesota aspect of this. Like, okay, now Nas Reed is not your 6th man anymore. He starts, which is fine, but you lose a second like go-to scorer. I don't know if Jaden McDaniels is ready to step into that. Basically, they better watch out because
They got worse.
They got way worse and could get the out of here. Like, yeah, first of all, dip on Minnesota. Kevin Love, Karl-Anthony Towns, Kevin Garnett. I mean, the list kind of goes on.
Yeah. All the
dip
niggas.
on Minnesota. So y'all need to be careful and get this kid some help, or y'all will be looking to trade him next summer, and the entire league would have everything on the table for him. So somebody better figure something out. It might even come quicker than that because by the time the season starts, they're going to be way worse. They can start off bad, and he could demand a trade. So this is like cold red in Minnesota. Them better figure something out, like now. So I don't understand this deal at all.
I think it's in preparation for another deal.
It better be.
They already made the deal. They needed to get under the tax sufficiently to sign the kid that they traded Chicago for the Bulls.
Yeah.
So they gave him $100 million. They traded Julius in 28 to be able to have the cap space or be with under the tax bracket to give him $100 million.
Who'd they give $100 million?
Ayo DeSumo.
You know, they gave him. What's he gonna give you, like 15 a night off the bench? Cool.
He's starting now, I think.
So y'all really got
he
worse.
starts. I think he starts. So
I get it for Brooklyn. You pretty much get the 28th pick. I mean, you're a total rebuild anyway. So you get Julius in the 28th pick. Who knows what you can get with that selection? The Bulls, you pretty much get Claxton. You get a starting center for free. I like Claxton. I think he needs to go to a place. If he went to a good team, I think he would be. People will respect him more. Like he's pretty much a shot blocker, a shot blocker, and a lob guy on a bad team. With he's not really gonna look good in that situation. I was hoping we would get him. Get him for free. I mean, like if he plays with a guy like Luka, he's gonna do like numbers. He's gonna catch all the lobs. All he had to do is run back and forth, block shots, and catch lobs. That would be a good situation for him.
I don't think he's as good as you're saying. I mean, he's on my team now, so we'll see. I don't even really like the matchup or the mix between him and Caleb Wilson. I don't like that 4 or 5 combo. It's too slight.
Too light.
So yeah, it's too light in the ass. This kid he's been in the league like 7 years. Never averaged more than like 12 points. Never averaged more than like 10 boards. Like he'll block a shot or two, but
yeah,
he ain't really like that for real.
He's like a Jackson Hayes.
Yeah, but he a little nicer than Jackson Hayes.
He better than Jackson Hayes. He better than Jackson Hayes.
But he ain't like
Jackson
that
Hayes on my squad. But it's the same archetype. It's the same archetype of a player as Jackson Hayes. To me, he's just a better version of that.
Sure.
I mean, they got him for free pretty much. All you had to do is exorbitant of the cap space.
Right.
I like this deal because that means the Nets and the Bulls don't have the cap space to be able to offer Reaves anything. So now he comes back cheaper. So that works out for us, even though we missed out on Claxton. Minnesota, they basically traded Julius so that they could re-sign IU. So fine, y'all just made your team worse. Nas Reaves is your starting 4 now. That's not a good team.
No, they definitely got worse. Yeah.
And I don't see how they get better. I don't see the means.
Minnesota is cold red for them. I don't know what's next. So, we'll see. We'll see. Damn. I mean, a trade for Ant. I mean,
and they just lost their top assistant too.
Yeah, the 1-year deal, which is crazy.
Portland's owner's wild, yo. I ain't never.
He is wild. But
wow.
So I heard that their top GM president hasn't re-signed his deal. Their top assistant just left for a 1-year deal. It sounds like some about to shake up there. Like
be.
if you read between the lines, they just shipped Jew for nothing, sign IO to
Might be.
$100 million. Ant might be up out of that. Bro. He might be leaving like sooner than we think.
Be a total rebuild there.
I don't know who the team would be. Is it Boston? I don't know. We'll talk about Jaylen Brown and the fallout with that. Actually, I mean, we could do that now. I mean, with Greek being traded, Boston was the other team that was supposed to, get him.
Mm-hmm.
And so now Jaylen Brown's kind of left out in the cold as, not being traded. So he seemed like his market is picking up. I'm not sure where that market is maybe he goes to Minnesota. I'm not sure what's happening in the league right now. But is there any landing spot for JB y'all like?
I heard he wants to go to Atlanta. Like he's feeling that idea. He definitely wants out of it. Like it just became, global news that y'all was trying to ship me. Y'all can go ahead and make that happen post haste. So he's out of there. I think there'll be a robust market for him. I think there will be other teams outside of Atlanta that will be willing to give up considerable assets. But my thing is, what would you want back for him? Usually when you trade like a star, you are rebuilding, but that's not really where they are because they still have prime Tatum. So you're not going to get an equitable star in return. So then what do you want? Just more depth?
Yeah, it's a good point.
Does the Spurs get off of Fox?
They don't. I can't imagine they would want Fox for him, like in exchange for him.
Yeah, you got a lot more than Fox to come with that deal.
Now, if you said I give you Dylan Harper, they would do that like right now. Boston would do that right now.
Boston might be closer to rebuilding than we think.
They don't really have a great roster. They just had they have 2 star superstars, and then like not a great roster around them.
Yeah.
And the younger, healthier one wants to leave.
Yeah. So I'm not sure how that plays out, but I think it's coming to a head. I've heard, to your point, I've heard Atlanta and I've heard Houston, and so yeah, we'll see what happens there. Okay, where we at?
Caleb
Okay.
Wilson, 2 Calebs.
Wow, 2 Calebs in Chicago. Shout out to the crib. We didn't get Boozer, man. So shout out to that.
Damn.
This kid can jump out the gym. He wants to be great. The injury stuff is a little concerning. But let's celebrate. We got a look like a blue chip type guy. We haven't had one of those in a while. So excited for Caleb Wilson to start his journey in the Windy City. AJ went to the Wizards. Darren Peterson, who we all love, went to Utah. And Boozer went to Memphis. Reactions.
And it's unfortunate, man. I was ready for some Boozer jokes.
Yes.
I was ready for some Boozer jokes. But Memphis did what Memphis always does. It did something silly. So they took Boozer 3 over Caleb Wilson.
You got rid of Jared Jackson and then drafted him.
Yeah.
That's what's silly.
Yeah. I think they wanted to break up that whole Desmond Bain, Trip J thing. And they still can't get off Ja, man. Pause. They still can't trade him. So
I'm surprised. I mean, I watched them go heads up with Caleb Williams and Boozer and Caleb. Caleb Wilson was definitely the better of those 2 guys when they were on the floor together.
For sure.
I think he's got some all-star potential. Lanky kid, athletic, can put it on the floor. Can he develop a jumper? We'll see. I think he'll be a good defender.
Can jump out the gym, man.
I like it.
Really can. Yeah, I'm excited about it. 2 Calebs now. And it instantly becomes his team. Like, Buzelis, I think they're trying to, make it seem like he's the face, but I think it's this kid for sure. I've never been
So what, did you put him at the 3?
Damn, he's 6'9".
Yeah, I think they put Buzelis at the 3, him at the 4, and your boy from Brooklyn at the 5.
Claxton at the 5 for sure.
Very lean,
yeah.
Everybody's skinny. It's weird.
Skinny, lanky, and bouncy.
Yeah. I guess we'll see. And then Giddey, who I think that they want to trade. So we'll see how that goes as well. So, yeah. Shout out to Caleb Wilson. All right. Saw this. Wanted to get you guys' take. Kind of projecting the 26 draft class. I mean, we have data on the other 4, so it's kind of difficult.
Unfair. Yeah.
But if you had to kind of play this down the line, also one of the questions I want to ask: if you were Philly, would you trade VJS Edgecombe and stuff for Jaylen Brown?
No, you're gonna trade
Straight.
your young promising guy?
I would trade MB before I trade young assets at this point.
I don't think you can move and be maybe.
So no.
I would say no to that deal.
Okay. Just curious.
The answer to this, I like the 24 class.
Right.
Tripping 25. My bad. 25.
Okay.
I thought.
Okay, that makes more sense.
My bad. Easy.
I was like the 24 class. It's the worst one on the screen.
So the is shout out to the Spurs for drafting correctly. I mean,
Boy. But Wemby was a no-brainer.
yeah, Wemby was a no-brainer, but they found Steph in that.
But Harper was a good selection.
Yeah, they could have went. I mean, both of them was kind of layups, Wemby and Harper, because it was like,
Pretty much.
it was either gonna be Flag or Harper, I think, at the number one. But they still nailed them, and they still got a hell of
They picked
a
him.
future.
Mm-hmm.
So
This one, oof.
No, I agree with Keith. I mean, it's almost like a no-brainer, really. I think so. I mean, the 25 class, the second best class there is probably 23, but the two Thompsons, I haven't been that impressed with. Henderson, he's with Portland.
what? Y'all not impressed with the Twins?
I
They're
mean,
okay.
they're okay. They ain't nothing special. I mean, I haven't been impressed with them. Not really. I mean, I was expecting maybe a little more. It's still early, They ain't been around that long, but
Like Miller though. I do like Miller though.
yeah.
Yeah.
He's been playing well. But when you look at that 25 class from Cooper all the way to Ace Bailey, I mean, they all five have been playing really good.
They all hooping.
Yeah, they all hooping.
Yeah, Nip nice. I didn't see it's coming.
Yeah,
Right.
Nipples is the truth. Yeah. Okay.
I'm between 23 and 25 because I do like B Miller, and then Wemby is the best one on this.
Wemby's the best, and then the next two best are in the 25 class.
For sure.
It goes Flag and Harper.
Not right now.
You don't think
right
so?
now.
Really?
If you're talking about a projection,
No. Right now, I'm talking about projection.
No, the second best player would be the kid
Paolo
from Orlando.
Banchero.
Would be the kid from Orlando.
No. I mean, I was talking between the 25 and the 23 class. Not everybody on the screen.
Go. Gotcha.
Yeah. It would go Wemby, then Flag, and then Harper.
Yeah, for sure.
Could be.
That 22 class is. I mean, they had to put Jaden Ivey as the fifth. God damn.
Somebody on the.
They put Murray on there.
Keegan Murray ain't that bad.
I mean, God, he's
terrible.
been with the Kings. He's been terrible.
Yeah,
I'm taking 23 because Wemby's proven to be a franchise changer.
I'm gonna take 26. I just think they're gonna be stars on stars, and I think one has superstar potential. Yeah, I think these last two classes are incredible. So I'm gonna go 26. All right,
America up.
Yeah, I think I mean, France is gonna win one at some point, but I'm not sure when it is. But it'll be soon. Switching over to football, I don't know why Atlanta would do this, but
You never liked Kyle Pitts.
he sucks. $36 million guaranteed for Kyle Pitts. This is the largest 3-year contract for a tight end in NFL history.
Damn.
Don't even catch the rock. He's terrible. I don't understand this. I think he's one of like the most disappointing top. I think he was like a top 10 pick.
He's a top 10 pick at the tight end spot.
Yeah,
he has not produced.
This is nasty. Shout out to his agent for getting this deal done. And I think that they probably see how it could work, how it could look with Tua initially. Him, Drake London, Tua, the running back kid who was really nice. I mean, sure, let's see how it works.
Bijan.
But this thing, Bijan. But I mean, what has he done to deserve this? And I don't like counting money, but like, goddamn, Kyle Pitts sucks. Am I tripping?
That sucks is definitely strong.
What?
He's underperformed and he has not lived up to his draft billing.
I think the issue is the amount of money that he's making. Like M said, he don't suck, but the amount of money compared to what he's done.
Man, this is ass, man. Like, what
No,
the?
he's not a scrub.
Yeah, I won't say he's ass, but he's not deserving to reset.
That I agree with. I would have made him earn, like, okay, we think in this system with this coach, we will finally be able to unlock your potential. Prove it. I would not have given him the deal. I would have given him a chance though, because I do think there's some talent in there. Maybe they can salvage him.
But there are a lot of good tight ends in the league now, though, too. I understand where Sean's coming from.
Okay.
In the pecking order, he may.
All right, that first year. So, okay, the first year, he had 1,000 yards, 1 TD. Cool. Okay. Had 1,000 yards coming out the gate. Cool. I think he had Matty Ice. Not Matty. Yeah. Maybe Kirk Cousins that year.
I think he had Kirk Cousins before he fell apart.
Yeah. Okay. And
Didn't
then
Kirk Cousins lose his job the first year he was there? They drafted the
lefty from Washington.
Yeah. I don't think that was 2021.
Let me see.
I'd have to look and see who their QB was at that time. It's a good question.
Matty, right? Yeah, I thought it was Matty Ice. It was Matty Ice.
Okay, so
yeah, it was Matty Ice.
So
cool.
Yeah, he had a quarterback and he gave you 1,000 yards.
Okay, 1,000 yards, 1 TD. Fine. You at least you were moving the change. It looks like. Look at these sandwich years: 28 receptions, 350 yards, 350 yards.
Look at his targets though too. His targets went way down. That's the problem.
That is
almost half.
Coaching and quarterbacking.
Yeah.
It was 2022. Your boy with the light skinned cat with the red hair. I think he was the
Riddler, or what was his name?
Something like that.
He's like a third stringer somewhere.
See who his quarterback was in 2022.
I don't give a who his quarterback was in 2022.
It matters though when you he can't throw the ball to himself though.
Right.
Okay, what I'm saying is these sandwich years, if you just strip away. Even the first year, I don't think is like a great year. I think he got a lot of targets, and so he got a lot of yards, but he only had 1 touchdown. The sandwich years are terrible. Like, he didn't really do anything. And then this past year, I guess he flashed because it was a contract year.
900 yards and 5 TDs. Decent.
5 TDs. Cool. All right, cool.
You're taking into account his stats in those sandwich years, but you're not willing to look at who the quarterback was, who's throwing.
Or who the OC was.
Y'all gotta be. Are you all serious? Yo,
that's very important.
It's a factor.
If we were making the argument that he's the best tight end in the league, you would be like, yeah, y'all are bugging. No, we're not saying he's the best tight end in the league. We're saying he's not terrible. Like he's there's some talent there that was misused in this situation. That's the argument we're making. We're not saying he's Travis Kelce. Like he's the second cousin of Travis Kelce.
I think he had a good year until last year. That's pretty much what I'm saying. Like, the first year was a fluke. He just got a ton of targets because Matty Ice was only to throw to. And then the rest of the years, he's been terrible. That's what I'm saying. He does not deserve
the time.
I don't care. No, at some point, it's got to be like, if you're nice, you should be able to get stats regardless, especially with nobody on his team. He just got Drake London like 2 years ago.
I remember this with Vernon Davis. He disappointed. We had terrible coaches, not great quarterback play. We get a good coach, stable quarterback play, and he takes off. Like, I mean, I've seen top 10 tight ends, uber talented, underproduced. They were in bad situations. They get a good coach, they get a good quarterback, and then they start producing. Like, I've seen it before. He fits the bill for that.
I'm not saying that he's deserving of market resetting money.
I think we all agree that he shouldn't have gotten that deal. I think we're all in accordance on that.
Let me play this forward. This got this $36 million guarantee, and we will not hear from this, barring injury. And I think he's a pretty durable. I think he has a year this year, and we got a podcast, so we're gonna be able to revisit this.
Yeah, you on the record.
Listen, man, this has, and shout out to him. I love a good fleecing. This has fleeced the out of the Falcons. They are not getting zero ROI on this. Yo, dog. Yo, bro. First of all, Kyle Pitts has all the talent in the world. and he has never produced really for real like that. I guess last year, but not really. And so, man, for him to get this deal is actually nuts to me. We'll see. But I think they got fleeced. And shout out to him for fleecing them. All right, let's move on. But speaking of
Top 5 tight end.
good tight end, came across this and wanted to show y'all what a real, tight end room pause look like.
So what was Loveland at last year?
You want to go look? Let's look at Colston compared to.
Ooh, that would be a good exercise. Watch the numbers be similar.
And mind you, he was in a situation, Cal Pitts, where the coach got fired and they're getting rid of their quarterback.
Mind you,
It's better.
Colston Loveland is a rookie who came into the year last year as the second tight end. He was behind Cole Kmet.
So we got excuses.
No.
There
is no excuses. There is no excuses. But he's got more touchdowns in 1 year than that kid has had in his whole career in a year. So, damn, did I? Damn.
He stopped change screen. We can't see.
Y'all see it now?
He thought I was coming back at him.
I generally don't know what his numbers was. I just thought it would be hilarious if they would be comparable to Kyle Pitts's.
All right, so he didn't
have more than his whole career.
He did. No, I'm saying no. Okay, look. Colston Loveland had 6 touchdowns last year. That's more than Kyle Pitts has ever had in a season in his rookie year, bro.
That's fair, yeah.
What the Yo, and he's the second tight end. Come on, man. Anyway, first of all, these guys are not even on the same stratosphere. Colston Loveland is going to be the best tight end in the league either this year or next. So I don't know what the we're talking about.
That's a
good year. Six tugs.
There's a lot of tight ends in the league. A lot of good ones right now. That's a ball.
I don't give who in the league. I don't give.
We got Caleb Williams throwing to him, man.
I ain't say nothing about Caleb. See, you threw Caleb in there. I ain't say nothing about Caleb. I'm talking about Colston
matters,
Loveland.
Yeah.
It does matter.
And your face is just smiling.
But yeah, I went to
throwing the ball to you, man.
It does. And who's your OC? Like all this
matters, bro.
You know it matters. That's why he's looking up like that.
Come
you
on,
know
man.
It matters.
Would Colston have produced this same way if he were in situations like Kyle Pitts was?
I don't think that Kyle Pitts was in a situation. He plays on turf. He had Matt Ryan to start his career. Then he had Kirk Cousins. But then he had Kirk Cousins.
Ryan and Kirk Cousins, though.
Kirk was there for like 2 years. Then he had the kid for Washington.
Right, he only had the kid from Washington last year.
But he's not good, though. And Kirk Cousins,
Kirk Cousins
is this is like the washed up phase of Kirk Cousins, not like prime Kirk Cousins.
I don't know. I can't speak on that. But what I can speak on is I think Kyle Pitts is underperforming. I don't think he deserves any of that money. I don't like counting money. Y'all making me count money. I'm just telling y'all I don't think this is that good. That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
We all said he ain't worth he hasn't proven that he's worth the contract. I said I would have kept him and made him prove that he's worth the money. Like I don't get the rush. I don't pay him.
Do think he has a decent year under Tua, but I still don't even think it's gonna be that good because you can't give an motivated money and think it's gonna work out. It's just not gonna. But teach his own. Just shout out to the Bears. Our tight end room pause is number 1 in the league according to whoever this is. I don't even know who he is, but he's saying we got the best tight end room in the league, and he might be right though. Colston. Cole Kmet. We drafted the guy Sam Roosh in the 2nd, 3rd round, whatever. Shout out to us. That's basically all I want to say. Damn.
Make some graphics from your unreliable source.
Because this says that the best tight end room.
One nigga that had terrible quarterbacks.
And bad coaches.
Whoa. Raheem Morris is not a bad coach.
He's not the OC, though. I'm talking about.
I don't give so?
It does matter. Like, he's not calling the plays. He's not scheming up or like, that's another doing that.
Word.
And unemployed.
Who was he? Who was it?
I can't even recall.
You don't even know. All right. Well, I think they had a decent offensive coordinator actually. So, and one more thing on Kyle Pitts.
Oh, okay. Let's find out who his
Unicorn?
quarterback is.
Yeah.
Let's
He
find
is
out
a
who his
unicorn.
quarterback was. He can't
Get
throw it
the
to
f-
himself.
outta here.
I understand the nickname, but you can't throw it to yourself.
Where I'm looking?
it's
Where am I looking?
2022.
2022. It was Kirk
Quarterback.
Cousins. I looked. It was Kirk Cousins.
He had a lot of games with the guy that's like third string, Desmond Ritter.
Yeah. Let's check.
I can't speak on that. Damn. What
No,
happened to
you
this
can't
cat?
speak on him, but you can look it up.
Right, you can click.
Damn.
You don't want to find out. You don't want to find out. He had a practice squad quarterback. We don't want to.
For like
Gotta put
8
that out there.
games or something.
I can't speak on it.
Okay.
My right index finger is paralyzed.
While the other play with the number 1 pick in the draft. Okay.
Not just the number 1 pick in the draft, the best quarterback in the league. But anyway, all right. So now we're talking about Jeffrey Simmons got paid 105, 3 years. I can't really speak on Jeffrey Simmons. I haven't really watched him. I've been busy. I haven't been able to watch film like I used to, so I don't know how good this guy is. Apparently, he's really good. He's the highest paid DT in the league. He beat out Chris Jones, Sexy Dexy, Milton Williams, and Jordan Davis. Any of y'all got any feelings about Jeffrey Simmons?
I like Jeffrey Simmons.
Yeah,
He's one
okay.
of the better DTs in the league.
Yeah, he can even rush from the edge a little bit. He plays all over the line. His best position is on the interior. He's not Chris Jones. There aren't many Chris Jones, but he's right in there. He's right in there in that Dexter Lawrence range. It's appropriate. You got the inflation, so
And he was next.
I don't know when Chris signed his deal, but
It's
but it's what, like 3 or 4 years, 2-3 years ago.
Yeah.
So you're gonna want to beat that money. He's not better than Chris Jones, but it's just the inflation from when they signed their deals. But he's right there with Jordan Davis, Milton Williams, and Dexter Long. I think he's right. They're in the same tier.
Yeah. Simmons is more versatile. I mean, Sexy Dexy, he's strictly interior. He can run, stop the run a little better.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna check him out a little bit more. I know he kind of remind me of a 5-tech from what I remember. Like I said, he rushed from kind of the edge plus the interior. Like he could play
He did both.
a lot of techniques on the line, which is why he's getting $35 million a year. So yeah, I'm gonna check him out a little bit more. Speaking of DTs and Jordan Davis, word is that Jalen Carter, and it's been worried for like 2 years now, he was gonna get traded from the Eagles. I want that. I know he's crazy. I know it's a risk, but Jalen Carter is the real dog. So what I say? I say some pause.
He did.
Yeah.
He did.
Oh, I said what I say. I said I want that nigga pause. Yeah.
Yeah, that nigga.
My bad.
I saw his face and I couldn't keep it together.
Yeah. So, but yeah, man. Jalen Carter. I don't know what's going. I mean, he's a little nuts though, so that's why he's probably.
I wouldn't want to deal with it. Like if
Yeah.
the Eagles is like known for messing with like wild dudes. If they're like, no, this is too much for me.
Yeah.
No, there must be something to it. If they like, we can't with this.
Yeah.
But he can play though. He can really play.
Hoop, man.
What did he spit on somebody or something?
It was like the first play of the first game.
Boogie on somebody?
Crazy.
It was against the Cowboys. It was Dak, wasn't it?
I can't remember who it was.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah, that's
He is
wild.
wild, but he can hoop though. Yeah, they are. This was like, just pause. Like they gotta figure something else out with this type
They
of
waved and stretched him.
waved and stretched. That's wild. Y'all gotta figure something else out
Change the
besides
language.
stretch. Yeah, stretched.
Scratched? Stretched. Was
They
it?
waved
Way-
and
Are
they
you
waved
talking
and
about his
stretched him.
contract?
Yeah.
I'm talking about the stretch.
Waved. That's crazy.
Yeah, no, it's wild.
So you can find some new verbiage, but we all know
Drake
we know
prevailed.
it.
Yeah, but DeMar, man, it's
Been tough.
been tough.
Tough run.
It's gonna be. We getting to the end, I think,
Yeah.
for him, which sucks.
She might go to Miami.
He might, I mean, but that's just another mid-range non-shooter. They can't, you know what I'm saying? Like,
He
what
can
the
shoot though. He can shoot that mid range though.
He money from
Yeah.
mid range.
He just can't knock
But
down the three ball.
goddamn, they need threes, I think, right?
Yeah.
They need somebody.
No.
They need some shooters. They
No,
need
you
somebody
do.
They
like
need to just put the ball in the bucket. You gotta start
Yeah.
somewhere.
maybe the Spurs. Back to the Spurs.
To close games.
They do have some guys that can space the floor. That, you know what I'm saying? It's a better situation in terms of that than Miami.
The Spurs got to find somebody to close the game. I'm not sure if it's going to be Dylan Harper next year. That's their issue. They don't
I
have
think
anybody.
it's
They
a
can't go to
coaching thing more than actually finding someone to close games with. Like,
no,
Thing,
but
you usually need a closer, and
Yeah, I agree.
like you can like run plays and it played a little chess match the first 3.5 quarters, but then like the last couple of minutes, like you need somebody that could just like get buckets.
They can take over. Yeah.
They don't have that guy.
they didn't have that guy. And I don't know if any of these guys are. I think Dylan Harper will be him. Maybe he becomes it next year, like an anomaly, just like early on that. He has no fear. But I would say they need to find a guy. I thought it was going to be De'Aaron. They thought it
is
was going to be
not.
De'Aaron. It's
Yeah.
not though. Damn.
they're gonna get off.
I- Yeah, I think so. I think gonna figure out a way to get off of his contract. It's just a lot of money. So I mean, we already had this conversation. It's gonna be difficult for them to find a suitor. Plus the economics of it makes the situation untenable, and that's how it is like across the league. Like it's a lot of making a ton of money that you can't even really play.
second apron kicking asses.
Yeah,
They
it
need
really
to do something
is.
about that. To me, the structure is wild. So like the billionaires are like, we're gonna make y'all take pay cuts.
That's
Basically.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
'cause-
Dylan, like the Knicks owner was like, thanks for that $100 million for Jaylen, but we cost cutting around here.
Yeah, he threatened
Thanks-
to blow up the team.
Thanks for that bread. Thanks for that bread, my guy, in the championship. But I am not coming out of pocket. You guys will take the pay cuts.
they got some decisions to make. I don't know if they're gonna give Cat $65 million a year. I wouldn't.
Not the
Hell
way he
no.
was talking.
No.
Not the way he was talking. That ain't happening.
Yeah. So and I don't know what happens with Anthony Davis either. I don't know if it's like a leverage play to get Washington to pay him, but we're seeing he's back to having the number one pick on his team and him not on the same timeline as that guy. So
Same situation. It's
same
Dallas.
situation.
Mhm.
And I don't know who wants to trade for AD at that price. I mean, he's never on the floor. So it's like,
Man, I'd want him back, but it's the injuries that make me be like, man, maybe we should just get a less talented, more reliable person at the 5.
man,
But when he's on the floor, that boy nice.
Yeah. He can hoop.
he only played 25 games a year though. Like that's
That's the problem. Yeah.
that's $2 million a game. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, like, yo, like, no. So, wanted to
You
rage
would throw this
bait.
up here.
I wanted to rage bait this.
You would throw this on the screen.
Yo, man, listen. I think, when it comes to Minnesota and the Lakers, y'all on the clock. Tick
Yeah,
tock,
we definitely on the block.
tick tock. React. Go.
On Pelinka to do something this summer. What moves you got? The word was he told him basically, yeah, we got cap space 2026. That's when we gonna start busting moves. No moves have been busted yet, but that is what he told Luka. I mean, 2027 is a better free agent crop, but that's a tough sell. Be like, I know I told you 2026, but what I really meant was 2027 is when I'll be able to do something for you. You got to put a better team around them than what's been currently constructed. People aren't walking away from the Lakers if they have a good team. It's not happened. Championship contending team, player in his prime, and then him just walking away and going somewhere else. That has not happened yet. So I don't anticipate that it will. The question is, can we put together that championship level roster? I think he will walk if the team is not good enough around him.
And I don't see the Lakers doing that. You don't do that with a top 3 guy in the league. I think the Lakers fans as well as some of the players still feel like they're in the shadow of like LeBron a little bit because he's still there. Just because he's not the best player doesn't mean that people don't be like, okay, it's still like LeBron's the guy. I feel like people still feel that way, where he needs to be gone for Luka really to take over, as well as I feel like Luka's the type of guy that likes the lights. He likes the atmosphere of being in LA and being and having to deal with that type of pressure. I mean, he just likes it. He just likes it. So I agree with him. I don't see him leaving LA unless, like you said, they put nobody around him. And if they're not going nowhere, but you almost have to. He's so talented. You can't let someone like that go. It's a generational player.
Man,
Yes.
listen. So you're gonna start off the rebuild by giving Austin Reaves $50 million a year.
That's
That
not
sounds
happening.
like
That can't happen though either. I agree. That can't happen.
We covered this briefly. That's not happening. Nobody, like, you know,
50's crazy.
I would
40
say
is-
30 is probably what he gets. I think he gets
I
about
was gonna
30.
say even 40 is crazy. Austin's not.
I think he's getting 30. Like, because it's like, okay, like, why would I give you 50 and nobody, like, who else is going to give you 50? Why would I just give you 50 million? Unless you're like, you know, a bona fide superstar, then I'll take care of you.
That's different.
But if like there's not a $40 million offer on the table, my guy. Why would I give you $40 million? I'm bidding against myself. But I'm gonna take care of you because you know you came back on the cheap and overperformed the hell out that contract. So you know I'll give you 30, 4 years, 30 a pop.
Do you have any faith in Rob Pelinka to get you back to a championship level?
Boy, limited faith. He hasn't really like LeBron wasn't him. LeBron wanted to end his career playing in Los Angeles. So he came to the team on a leap of faith. And then also Magic Johnson was there at the time. So that added like a bit of credibility to the clown show that was the Lakers at that time.
They're silly.
And, you know, Pelinka backstabbed them, whatever. Got pushed up. The AD trade was pretty much Braun's doing because AD wanted to play with Braun. They both clutch clients. Pretty much forced his way to the Lakers. And we got that one chip. And then he did stupid I mean, I'm sure that was LeBron wanted Westbrook, but if you're the GM, you got to be like, nah, man.
Ooh, that was
Nah,
an inflection
bro.
point.
That's when it all crumbled. That's when it
Yep.
all fell apart. When you gave up all them players, you gave up like a bunch of you gave up all your depth and some picks for a guy that you could barely play because he was a terrible fit next to your two superstars. And then it's just been like bad decisions from there. So I don't have a lot of faith in him. He did it once when he did like the Rondo signings, the Dwight's. Like he made some good. The Danny Green, like that one summer when he did it one time. Can he strike lightning again twice?
Different NBA now. It
Yeah.
seems like, and I don't see it.
He got a bit bust some moves. I mean, like your back is against the wall if you him. Like, you know, new ownership. Like I can't just sit on my hands another summer and hope I got to do something. What is available to him? That's why I said next summer is the summer, but. Because the best free agents are like unrestricted.
Like
so you could just, I think Greek would be free, but he's probably staying in Miami. And Jokic is on the table in 2027. And that's Luka's guy. But like
a white party, a white boy party.
Would be it would, but boy, that's some cold ass white boys.
Yeah,
but yeah,
is.
Yeah,
it's a lot of them. I feel you.
Joker in 2 years.
Oh, y'all could still be nice.
He'd still be nice. For sure.
He been like even in his prime, he always had an old man.
The way he plays, he doesn't rely on like his athleticism or being quick or anything like that. He's just tall as good.
So you gonna pay him max money?
Damn Skippy.
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah,
But I feel you though. It's risky.
And then
risky deal.
This summer, like Durant would be good. I would give him a bag quick. But Detroit is not about to let 19 and 10 just walk out the door and not get nothing in return for it. So they'll match. If you offer him 40, they'll match that. Kessler, I was hoping Utah was going to draft Boozer. And then it's like, well, now you got to let him go. You can't have all of them 4 or 5s. They didn't. They took the 2 guard, took the best player in the draft. And so now they might be willing to match. Maybe not. Because I know they got to pay the other kid, the guard that played well last season.
Y'all got the Baylor guard. Y'all just drafted Cameron Carr. Speaking of the Lakers,
I'll have to check him out.
Nah, Cameron Carr went to the Knicks.
I thought it.
Yeah, he went to the Knicks, 24. Oh, traded to LA, so we moved up.
Oh, okay. Report trade, yeah.
Yeah, I think they
This
got him.
Palinka loves drafting guards.
At least he's black. I mean, it seems like every like, goddamn. So
Yeah, I was hoping for a wing or a big guy, but apparently, the more guards, the merrier. But like you said, at least he's not another white guy.
So, and then finally, before we shut this down, shout out to Trae Young, 4 years, $212 million.
Yeah.
I don't know how the you pulled that off. They're cooked. I don't understand. I don't understand what they're doing in Washington. Makes no sense. So,
I mean, he
Yeah.
kind of had him. They traded for him, and then he opts out. So then, what are you going to trade for him and just let him walk?
Right.
Maybe you should have done that
It's a lot of money for him.
for a small guard that can't defend. It's
all.
a lot of money. I guess Brunson. Brunson. He need to give him a commission. Throw him some of that 100 he left on the table because he got you
So.
paid.
they
Being
show-
small
Yeah.
and a bad defender and winning the championship, he got you that bag. So you need to.
I'm
Yeah.
curious why the Lakers moved up one spot.
So maybe somebody behind them wanted to move up.
I like Cameron Carr though. He's
I'll
a
have to
little
check him.
older,
Athletic, though.
super athletic.
Bouncing
He's
with it.
always drafting old guys.
But I think they kind of see him maybe as a 3-and-D wing. They have 0 of them, so maybe this is 1, and he's older, so he can kind of contribute early. So
Yeah, that's usually the thought process with
Awesome.
Yeah.
when you draft guys. How old is he?
21, 22, 23, older. So
He's 21.
21. Okay, not too bad. But he's been in college for a while, though. I think at this
Yeah.
point.
He'll be
So-
22 this year, so yeah, he's
That's not too bad. But yeah, for a rookie, that's old.
Yeah. So all right, we shutting it down. Shout out to the Bulls for getting Caleb Wilson. The Caleb Williams thing is gonna be tough, but they're both nice. So we'll figure it out. Who else am I shouting out?
Kyle Pitts.
Shout out Kyle Pitts. Get your money, big dog. Sorry, I didn't mean to show you like that, but damn.
Cal Money Pits.
Money Pit. Yeah, that's what we should call that. Who else we shout out? Anybody y'all want to shout out before we cut this?
I think of.
Yeah. Okay.
Your Reaves a shout out. Come on back for that cheap, son. 30 or less, man. 50. Pay Reaves 50. This guy.
50 mil. 50. Gotta keep
Outta
him.
here,
No chance in hell.
Shout out to Bron. Stick them up and come back.
No
Yo.
thanks.
There what's going on.
Good luck.
there.
Good luck in Golden State or Miami. Fuck it. Wherever you
No.
want to do. Cleveland,
No.
New York, wherever the fuck you want to go, my guy. Good luck.
Damn.
Y'all gonna keep Bronny?
Hell no.
Yeah.
If Bron ain't back, if Bron back, then of course you got.
Right.
Can you imagine Bron leaves and then Bronny's still like it's like
What the f is he still
Be
doing? That?
awkward as hell. In the locker room.
they gonna haze that like they gonna put him.
They are.
Yeah, man.
Pop's gone now.
Right.
I think he's coming back for like between 10 and 20 mil, somewhere around there. He come
10 and $20 million.
Crazy too.
around there. Around there.
He's not even worth it.
His contract's up already?
Yeah, he free.
He a free agent.
Golden State trying to recruit him. They trying to put together the double ARP team over there.
I know
That's
he's
a
young,
fact.
but I don't know if he does anything well.
Who? Bronny.
Yeah.
He's supposed to be like a good defender.
I know. He ain't. He's slow in my eyes. And what is he? 6'1", 6'2"? Can't shoot, can't dribble.
Can't pass.
Damn.
That's what I'm saying. Brahma, man, you can be like, man, what is it 3 years? How many before you get your pension? You might try to make sure his son's straight. Then come on back to LA for one more year. Or 2, we make sure you get to 3 or 4 years until he can get his pension.
Bron walking around like a retired already though.
Nah, for
He
real.
chilling.
Yeah.
He's a
so
professional. So if he decides to come back, I don't think it would be like he coming back and he like on chill mode, out of shape. He's been playing for 20 years and that's never happened. So I don't know why it would be the case if he came back for one more.
Yeah. All right. Shut it down. Thank y'all for listening and peace.